Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside. Don't take it. You'll be uncomfortable. It won't be as easy, maybe, but don't take it. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. And don't give it to the baby after the baby is born.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to talk about this Tylenol situation. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because you got a lot of liberals out here doing this. And I'm not going to play the audio to this because there's music playing in the background, but here. Me, 35 weeks pregnant, still taking Tylenol when I need to because I know there's no actual evidence saying it causes autism. Okay. She's not the only one. Like this is like a trend. Oh, no, don't want to play that music. This is like a trend on TikTok right now. A trend. Obviously pregnant, pulls out the Tylenol, right? Pop takes one out, pops it. Like this is legitimately a trend right now simply because Donald Trump said, hey guys, don't take Tylenol. Look, hold on, here's another one. If you think I'm joking.
28 weeks pregnant. You know what I'm gonna take? Some Tylenol, acetaminophen. It's gonna work like a charm and my baby won't have autism.
Bro, I'm just flabbergasted, bro. I really am. But I also want to play this clip from this young lady here, and y'all let me know what you think. All right, let me know what you think.
Why are pregnant liberal women taking Tylenol to prove a point? Probably because they're also taking other medications just to not lose their mind all the way, and that Tylenol is the least of their concerns. For a lot of women who are on antipsychotics, and why am I bringing this up? Because mental illness is a big issue on the left. It's a very big issue. You can look up multiple research studies. Leftists are more likely to have mental health issues than people on the right.
Yeah, that's the fact. There were some studies, and actually I talked about this on the other channel when one of those studies actually first came out. That is legit. There have been legit studies that show people on the left have more mental health issues than folks on the right.
Documented. You can also go look up what is the advice from doctors for women who are on antipsychotics as far as if they should stop taking those when they are pregnant. The advice is for them not to stop taking it because the risk of them losing their mind is greater than whatever risk that baby's going to have as a result of the parent being on antipsychotics. So these women probably could care less about taking something as simple as a Tylenol when they're on like heavy, really serious medications that they're taking every day just so they don't unalive themselves, unalive somebody else, or become so incredibly psychotic that they don't know what reality is. And that doesn't mean that they really know what reality is, even with the medication. They're just in a manageable range. So I think that, like I said, guys, you all keep assuming that you keep assuming that you're observing normal people, and you're not. These are not normal people. And I am not being judgmental towards anybody with mental health issues, but the loud left who's battling mental health issues and trying to make it seem like they are the normal majority, that bothers me to no end. They are not normal. They are not in a good place. These are not people to look to and be like, oh my God, why would they do that? Because they're not in a good place. They're not sound. They're not of sound mind.
Now, full disclosure, I don't know if the young ladies that I showed have any mental health issues. I just literally pulled some videos off the internet that people just openly posted on the internet for anybody to consume of them popping Tylenol, which I just think is just absolutely crazy because if you go back, right, and this is actually the interesting thing, or one of the interesting things about this whole situation. If you go back to Tylenol, now, I want you guys to take note of this date. This is from 2017. Sometimes the best headache relief is getting outside. This is from Tylenol. Tylenol posted this. This is their account. Also, I want you guys to take a look at this. From March 7th, 2017, we actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. That's from Tylenol. This is back in 2017. This ain't from today. This ain't from yesterday or the day before or last week. This is from 2017. Yeah. And yet you have people hopping on the internet to pop Tylenol because they think that the advice came from Trump himself. This is actually kind of funny. I can't show that because I think this is actually from a movie, though. Anyway. These folks, man. These folks. Look, check. I want y'all to see this. What do y'all see here? Mount Sinai study supports evidence that prenatal acetaminophen use may be linked to increased risk of autism. Tylenol may increase risk of autism in children. Like, these are all studies, man. These are all studies. But the study that Trump was actually referencing was from Harvard. And here it is. Okay? So, statement from Andrea Barcarelli. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. MD, PhD. Okay? You see that right there on your screen? All right? Harvard. Colleagues and I recently conducted a rigorous review funded by a grant from the NIH, of the potential risk of acetaminophen use during pregnancy. We reviewed 46 previously published human studies worldwide. We found evidence of an association between exposure to acetaminophen during pregnancy and increased incidence of neurodevelopmental disorders in children. That didn't come from Trump. It came from Harvard. But you got people online just going ham. Going crazy. Because he said it. And it's just like, bro, even if he's wrong, like, you would think like a logical person would be like, okay, let me go do some research on my own and look this up, see if there's any studies, see where he got his information from possibly, and see if there's anything that I can pull from that. But to just go straight online and, ooh, I'm going to pop some Tylenol. Bro, I just... Okay. Here's another thing from Reuters. This is from 2013. 2013, guys. Too much Tylenol in pregnancy could affect development. Like, this has been going on. This has been talked about for years. But since Trump said it, all of a sudden, it's like null and void. Null and void. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. I want y'all to take a look at this as well from 2023. Take a listen to this.
Fox Business Alert, take a look at shares of Kenvue. They are up about 1.6%. Kenvue is the consumer products unit J&J spun off back in August. Shares hitting a one-month high at this hour after it received a favorable court ruling related to a class action lawsuit. The lawsuit claimed that exposure to Tylenol during pregnancy caused birth disorders. The federal judge in the case issued an order that will not allow the plaintiffs to present evidence for a link between prenatal exposure to Tylenol and autism or ADHD. JP Morgan added Kenvue to its focus list, saying the ruling effectively collapses the plaintiff's case in this litigation.
So the plaintiff wasn't even able to submit the evidence to prove what it is that they were claiming. This is back from 2023, before Trump was president. This is during Joe Biden's presidency. Goodness gracious. At this point, bro, like, I'm convinced if Trump found the cure to cancer, people would find a way to take a dump on it. And it's just absolutely mind-boggling to me. You are that deranged to whatever... If Trump said oxygen is great, we should all breathe. Bro, the level of Trump derangement is just absolutely mind-boggling. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like it. Trump is like, hey guys, there's some studies that show this could possibly be terrible for you and your child. I'm trying to keep you guys safe. Your answer is, you know what, F you, Trump. Let me... Got my Tylenol. What? Huh? You would think your main concern, like, they're putting politics over health. And that is just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. At least look up the study that he was referencing that he got the information from. You would see that, hey, he got this from Harvard. And then if you went down the rabbit hole, you would see that this has been a discussion for years. This didn't just start. I've seen videos of older women, not older women, but you know what I mean. People who have children who, are older, like grown adults now, who were talking about, hey, this isn't new. Like, my child is 30. The specific video that I'm talking about that I remember, she said, hey, my child is 30 and we knew not to take Tylenol back then. So this ain't anything new. Trump is just bringing it back to the forefront. Like, hey, this could potentially be an issue, guys. And your first response, I'm going to pop some Tylenol. I'm going to post it on the internet. Some people are lost, bro. Some people are just so lost in the sauce. It is mind-boggling to watch and sad to watch. Sad. Putting politics over health. It's just sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to pray for these individuals and hope they find some peace and some guidance in their life, because this is just... This ain't the way to do it, man. This ain't the way to do it. It's not. I'm out.